President Trump had one hell of a Saturday, and we're just finding out just how bad his Saturday really was. If you recall, Saturday was when all hell broke loose on the Muslim ban, and people were being detained illegally, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And the Trump administration was lying its ass off about how well the Muslim ban was going. But what we didn't get information on, or actually we got doctored information, was that President Trump made 4 phone calls to 4 different countries. He called Russia, he called the United Arab Emirates, he called Australia, and he called Mexico. Now, just so that you know, he pissed off 2 of them, but it's not the 2 that you would think. Had a very, quote unquote, nice conversation with Vladimir Putin. He had a great conversation, supposedly, with the United Arab Emirates, and you would have thought that he would have pissed them off by telling them that they were getting ready to get placed on that Muslim ban list. But nope, had a great conversation with them. The 2 countries that he pissed off were Australia and Mexico. Now, Australia is one of our biggest major allies. Australia has been in damn near every fight that we've been in on our side, and I mean all of the Middle East engagements and everything else. Australia has been right there. They have lost people in those fights, so they've given blood. And Mr. Trump basically wanted to go back on Barack Obama's pledge of accepting 1,100 refugees from the Middle East. And the phone call was supposed to last an hour, but because of Donald Trump's attention deficit disorder and the fact that he's an asshole, the call lasted approximately 25 minutes with him hanging up. Now, normally when a president speaks with another head of state, especially an ally, things normally should go pretty well. But in Mr. Trump's case, he decided to hang up on this guy. And trust me, the reports are that the Prime Minister of Australia didn't take it well. And we wouldn't have known it except that we got information from the press down in Australia, because anytime a president speaks to a foreign country, unless it's top secret, there's a transcript that's generated. And the transcript on our side that was generated on this call, and also the one that he had with Mexico, were scrubbed. They were made to look as bland as possible. But we got the real deal, again, from the press down in Australia. And also, and more dangerously, Donald Trump threatened the president of Mexico with the United States invading their country by sending troops in to take care of, quote unquote, bad hombres. Here's the clip from MSNBC.
That the new president had 2 disastrous phone calls with the leaders of 2 of our closest allies on earth. There's another crisis. AP reports tonight that the new president threatened to send U.S. troops over the border. Literally, the AP has reported that President Trump threatened to invade Mexico in a conversation with the Mexican president. Okay. Simultaneously, the Washington Post is reporting that the president hung up on the Prime Minister of Australia. After getting into a disagreement with him about refugee policy and spending some time bragging about the size of his election victory, President Trump then reportedly hung up. So national leaders have to be ready for any crisis at any time, even the ones they inadvertently create themselves with the people who are supposed to be our best allies in the world. Bleep happens, right? Every day. You better be ready. Who knows what I'm going to do next or what might happen in the world.
So is Donald Trump actually on the road to pissing off every single one of our allies, which in effect would pretty much leave us alone in the world? And who is really directing this? Because in my opinion, this has got Steve Bannon's signature written all over it as far as the way that Donald Trump handles himself with foreign dignitaries. The only one that he should have been trying to piss off was Vladimir Putin, especially since Russia has started screwing around with the Ukraine in the northeastern portion of the country again. Whew. I don't know how long this is going to last. We're catching hell on both sides. We're catching hell internationally, and we're catching hell domestically. This guy's burning the candle at both ends, and he's running out of wick real fast.